Nave cohort, welcome back. We're here on a Tuesday. Little off-center for our stream, but had some time, had a little bit of steam left in the tank. Figured we would go ahead and get on in here and get back into some Prime Champions of Krynn gameplay. Just moving some things here on the desk real quick. Alright, let's go ahead and recap real quick while we're getting going. We had just finished out moving through the ancient city of Throttle. We had reported back to the Commandant, and that's kind of where we're going to pick up here with it today. So let's go ahead and get the game started, and we'll get the stream flipped on over. Just a minute here while we get that all situated. And go back to full screen. There we go. Let's load our save game up here. And we got our parties. If you were just joining us there, we have a Knight of the Crown. We're eventually going to work up the ladder and get to a Knight of the Rose. A Dwarven Cleric of Rayorks, that's Slate. A Human Ranger, Andir. A Kender Rogue, Janrin. A Human Mage, White Robes, Chloe. And a Human Mage of the Red Robes, Roald. So, we've already loaded the game up. Let's go ahead here and begin adventuring. We're picking right up where we left off at the outpost outside of Throttle. When last we left off, the Commandant wanted us to go and check on another town. So, let's go ahead and start moving out. Town of Jellic. Let's take a peek. Alright, hold it. We gotta explain something and record the rest of his speech as journal entry 47. So let's go ahead and get on in here. And pull open the old journal. And we'll see just what this person's talking about. Okay, that's journal entry 72. Scroll back on up here, and 47, the magic Star Trek number. We've had a lot of unsavory characters passing through town lately. The good armies have left us in the lurch. We are forced to take the law into our own hands in order to protect the citizens of this town. Here's the official proclamation. All persons entering Jellic that are unknown to the guards shall be assigned an escort for the duration of their stay in the city. They will be restricted to the public parts of town. The burial grounds are strictly forbidden to all strangers. It is signed by our leader, Sir Lebom. So, here's a nice young man who will show you around town. Skylar, come over here. He introduces you to a man who looks you over and breaks into a goofy grin. His entire aspect seems dignified enough until he smiles or begins to talk. Then his ancestry is extremely questionable, and you wonder if maybe he hadn't suffered a fall on his head as a child. Alright. I am extremely pleased to meet you. Skyla joins your party. Let me see, he says. I have a map here somewhere. Ah yes, here we are. This is where we should go. A friend of mine lives there. He rambles on for some time. You record the more relevant parts of his entry as journal entry 76. And we'll pull up 76 here. Friend has many objects of value for sale. Great frog collection. Sword that seems to be magical, at least undead creatures are afraid of it. Many potions for sale. Information about the incidents of undead and draconian incursions in the area, and a beautiful daughter. You record Skyla's map as journal entry 45. I marked where he lives on the map. I'm going to pull up the old map here for journal entry 45. Not a very large town, but see if we can find him here. Red Dagger Inn. Jarl Cran's Ale House. There should be a weapon shop here on the right. Angelic Armory. Ooh, composite longbow. That's going to be worth the price of admission. Or Andir. Let's go ahead and sell his short bow. Okay, that one piece of jewelry got us a lot of money, so let's go ahead and use that to purchase this composite longbow. And then split the load up amongst everybody. Okay, so that was the weapons shop. Now if we come down here and take a left, what's in the magic shop? Says Chloe. Alright, we got some scrolls. And they are a little bit pricey. Alright, so let's go and pool all our resources here for a minute. Buy one of those. Hey, Rowan. Alright, so I got 5,000 steel pieces out on the countertop right now. Let's go ahead and buy some of these damn scrolls. We'll buy another one of those for Chloe. Buy the other red magic user scroll. 14,000 steel pieces for a wand of magic missiles, though. That seems a little absurd. And we'll share the money load there for everybody. So we're not leaving anything on the table. And let's see, coming back to our journal. That's the magic shop. Step out here and to the left. Skyla looks behind with an intent expression. Thought I saw something in bubbles. Skyla says, I'll be right back, and leaves. Convenient. Okay, right before we get mugged. That's telling. Let's see who we got. Thaumaturgist and Elvish Curate. Not going to be able to put them to sleep. So, suppose we'll just throw things at them. We might not be able to put the Elvish Curate to sleep because they're immune to such magics, but we can. Hopefully. Nope. Apparently not. They are all much too high level. But what we can do... hit them with the old stinking cloud. Yeah. Yeah, this is one that does exactly that, Rowan. You've got a journal that will tell you where everybody is. Let's try this whole person again. Target you. Target you. Target you. These two are literally all that stands between Chloe and a bad time. Keep swinging, folks. Maybe you'll give them a cold. Yeah, they surrendered. Okay. Not bad. Got some XP. Let's see if any of it is magical. No. No, it is not. Still, the banded mail might be useful. Can at least sell that right here in town. Escort turns and smiles. We've known about you guys for some time. Mirtani is not pleased. I must leave to tell Mirtani of our success. My friends will deal with you. A horde of evil characters attack. A small figure joins the battle on your side. Yeah, I kind of wish I would have had an opportunity to rest. Yeah, this is all D&D 2nd edition rules. course, no one's affected. We might be finally getting rid of the sleep spell. Yeah, it's probably going to be a wipe. Yep, it can be. It can absolutely be. Party has fled. What we're going to do is save that in the bad game spot. Exit the DOS here real quick. And then we're going to fire that on up again. Reload our proper save game. I say that like it wasn't anything different. Play, load save game. Save game G. Begin adventuring. This is before all the bad things happened. We'll go into Jellic. Our friend Skyla again. Totally not going to betray us. Sure do. Because we know that you have... No, you're not wrong. Sell that short bow. Let's get that right on out of here. Buy a composite longbow in its stead. Go on into the magic shop. Sure do want to buy. And all of our gems and jewelry appraised. Yeah, that's one of the fun things that Morrowind was renowned for. Alright. So we got 9,000 steel pieces. Let's buy some magic. White mage scroll, white mage scroll. Kind of would like to see what's on those. Red mage scroll, red mage scroll. Alright, exit. So he stops and whirls around, drawing his weapon with a snarl. He stands there for a moment, then rubs the back of his head and lousy brats, he mumbles. Welcome to the inn. You want to rest? Sure do. Any room in the corridor ahead. That looks good to me. Alright, let's go ahead and rest up. Since we know that sleep is useless to us right now, let's just go ahead and get rid of those spells. Alright, we got some spells we can scribe. We don't have the levels to do that. Just do more magic missiles for him. Chloe, also magic missile. Okay. Camp outside of town, so maybe we can actually get these spells scribed. Yep, scribe those. Visibility, strength, and knock. Scribe those. Memorize. Bunches of magic missiles. Yep. Yep. Okay, now we'll actually save our proper game in the right slot. Let's check on the outpost foot first. Snoldring gives his tithe. Where do we want to go? Let's check in the Commandant. Glad you arrived safely. Caramon is now organizing the good armies. You must gather information on the enemy's strengths and plans. Go to Gargath. A dragon lance is rumored to be hidden there. This is a powerful weapon that you may use if you recover it. We have a man there who can help you. May Paladin protect you. Okay. This probably is a little more where we should have been. Tavern Tale number 28. What is Tavern Tale number 28? The evil forces have dragon eggs. We can look forward to more draconians if they can rediscover the corruption process. Oh yeah, we're aware of that. Quite keenly. Alright. Let's go to the vault. And deposit 3,000 steel pieces. Let's actually go check on Gargath. I feel a little bit like maybe where we were kicking into there, we would have been better off if we had, Fireball. Alright, since I got my subscribers here with me for a minute, I really enjoy these gold box games a lot. I really do. A lot of fun. A lot of good memories and things from them. A lot of good story too. This is kind of the things that set the tone for things that eventually led to things like Baldur's Gate 3. So, all kind of important. But another 15 seconds here. We'll go ahead and we'll continue on. As soon as everybody's back. Alright, you stand within the gates of Gargath. The guards demand to know your business. What do you do? We're tradesmen. They look very suspicious. The leader asks, what do you trade? Janren will speak for us. Surely that bluff will go over well. The leader lets you go. Okay. Oops. I think I stepped outside of town. There we go. Townsman comes up to you. He mentions Sir Carl, and you record it as Journal Entry 48. Memory was a premium for these games. Trying to pack as much game as possible into a very limited space. Alright, Journal Entry 48. Finally, you're here. I got word that Sir Carl was going to send someone to check this place out. I've been waiting for you for days. Come with me. No, they kind of had a default gold box font, and it just kind of was everywhere. Man explains himself. You record it as Journal Entry number 26. Which is, Gargath was overrun about a week ago. There were only a few of us here that, at that time, trying to rebuild after the War of the Lance. Draconian and evil forces snuck in at night and captured the keep. Since then, they've been bringing in prisoners and putting them to work. They make us wear these hoods to keep track of us. Put these on. He hands you hoods similar to the ones that he is wearing. Do you put them on? I feel like the rest of the group would probably be okay with that. But I don't think our knight would be okay with that, so we're going to say no. Says these can protect you. They attack any who do not wear these hoods. Man shakes his head and says there's no end to the stupidity of the world, and he leaves. Alright, so make it a little rougher there for us, but we can't let our Knight of Solamnia not do Knight of Solamnia things. Draconian's disappearing in there. Okay. Draconian guard warns of unhooded intruders and you are attacked. Okay, we got some Baz and it looks like a couple Bozak there too. Oh no, K-Pack. K-Pack, different Draconian type. Well, let's try and shut him down here. You stinking cloud. Yeah, it's the limited sprites. Alright, they have spell resistance too. Alright, Ranger's 2 for 2 on hitting stuff this time. I think my knight just lost his longsword to the Draconian. We'll get it back at the end of the fight, we just can't use it during the battle. Yeah, this time. Yesterday was a completely different scenario there, Rowan. Oh, no, he still got it. Maybe it said something like it explodes or something. Dissolves into acid. There we go. Andir, however, lost his longsword into it. Oh no, no. In fact, there is karmic dice of a kind. They're just all bad karma. 192 experience points. 50 steel pieces of money and no other gear. Stoldrin found a secret door to the north. Let's get our people re-equipped if they need it. Actually, oh, right, he's using a shield too, isn't he? Oop. All right. Slave found a secret door to the east. Like our secret doors. Cleric orders zombies and snakes to attack. That's less than ideal. Throw rocks at him. We'll throw magical rocks at him. Hey, turn undead worked. Kinda. Yeah, I can believe that with Baldur's Gate 3. Alright, Chloe, bust out your darts. Begins casting, you say? Begins casting, you say? None of that. Stop it. Get some help. And a rock. And a mace. Somehow the dwarf was poisoned. Somehow the dwarf was poisoned. I don't get it either. What scrolls are on you? I think it's time for the Wand of Ice Storm. It does, actually, yeah. I can go back to like a temple or something and get them revived. The towns have such things in them. And that's it for the wand, but it served us well. Can anybody hit the zombie with an AC of 8? Bunch of experience points. But it's time to run. Alright, put the bow away. It's sword and board time. This thing is definitely punching a little below the belt today. They don't have high Z's either, they're at 7. Barely better than not having any armor at all. Definitely don't want to go up. Oh, they're all fighter mages. Go, Ranger. You're my only hope. Bunch of blind people in an alley trying to swing at one another. By some miracle, this ranger pulls it off. Oh, down he goes. Monsters rejoice. Load save game. Okay, so as we recall, we'll see the Commandant. Caramon arrives safely. Go to Gargath. Dragonlance rumored to be hidden there. I think what we might need to do is really kind of take it slow. Okay, so we're actually going to wear the hoods this time, despite the Knight's protest, probably. A man speaks at the keep, records at his journal entry 43. Let's see what 43 is. They have built a large wooden structure in front of the main gates of the keep. I don't know what it looks like inside. I can tell you the main gates are in the upper northwest corner of the city. In the middle of the city, you'll find a secret door into the wooden structure, currently being guarded by draconians because its location has been discovered recently. He licks his lip in consternation and suddenly speaks in hushed intensity. Listen, there's a Dragonlance in the keep. I know, all of them were supposed to have been sent south, but the Castellan was injured during the war. The Castellan was injured during the war, and the lance was brought with him when he returned. You must find it. So, we do need to go off into the keep. Get more tavern to the west, just beyond the inn.
Wow.
You must find the Dragonlance. Hello.
You, beat me to it, my friend. Hello.
That's, I had to gleam on the watch there as soon as you, dropped into the room.
Well, bless her. She's a good one.
Okay, so we must find the Dragonlance. We are not going to take those stairs. Alright, monsters attack. Let's see if this is a little better, with everybody having spells. Turn undead. Does
Hello,
nothing.
Lehman Rowan. That is a lot of rats.
Really hard for that curate to cast any magic when he's gagging on, stinking cloud.
Oh. Oh, Rowan, believe me, I get it. I get it.
Okay, let's have our red-robed mage throw some darts. Well, that rat's helpless. Die.
I see we're exterminating here.
Well, anything that has been rendered helpless through any kind of means um, can be felled in one hit.
Oh wow, is that a older D&D rule?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Older D&D was
was
quite a bit
brutal.
more lethal, yeah.
Well, what was the thing I've heard people say that it used to be you wanted to bring a stack of character sheets that were empty
Mm-hmm.
when you played? Boy, I can believe it. Hmm. Actually, it occurs to me I can pull out plain loadout everywhere. I am tweaking our mod list on my own end.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Dace in the mix now. There's a lot of things I can pull out that we were using before. Yeah, second you need the book of charts and math. God, we're so spoiled in the internet age.
A little bit, yeah.
Thank goodness for it.
Hold that magic missile.
Yeah, obviously not talk too much about things that are off the topic here, but long story short, there's a lot of things I think I could pull out that Ace does already,
That's good.
which is clearing out that redundancy.
I mean, I can drag it right back into the thing there because second edition is full of all kinds of things that fifth edition. We don't talk about fourth.
No, we do
Really,
not.
really consolidated down nicely. So consolidation is good. Sometimes.
Indeed.
Sometimes you can go too far with it, but in this case, it's good. There he goes. Took a rock to the middle of the dome. I think my favorite thing about 4th edition is that there are only a few things that people even acknowledge from it anymore. Warlocks, Dragonborn, and the fact that there was, some extra things on Faerun. But like outside of that, like the Spell Plague, nobody talks about that. Everybody survived it. It wasn't as bad as they thought it was.
Yeah. It took them a while. There's a lot of things there. Well, it's hard to say what is going on with the all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Quite honestly, I haven't played like proper D&D for a very long time.
Yeah, there's a reason for that though.
Yeah, just a bit.
All right,
I
Draconian guards are posted in front of what appears to be an ordinary wall. One of them asks what you're doing. What do you do?
just casually licking the sword.
Yeah, like you do. Parlay.
I think you can talk to this gent. What a fine gent. Clearly got a
Yeah.
taste for swords.
Let's have the Kender try it. Get out of here, they shove you away. Well, I actually need in there, so we're gonna have to fight him.
Ah,
I will
beans.
use sword diplomacy here for you. We'll now yell at the Draconians. Oh boy. Alright, mirror image.
Yeah, Roan, I've heard really good things about Pathfinder.
The only fault that I found with Pathfinder in the specific, and
Mm-hmm.
to a lesser extent 3.5, is the numbers get huge real fast.
Yeah, well, that's why Rowan was like, speaking of charts and math,
Mm-hmm.
which, oh boy, yeah, I could see that being the case very quickly. Well, that's interesting. A lot of the stuff I pulled out was purely client side. Yeah, no, part of the thing I think I learned on my own end about D&D is I'm not suited to it. I like the character building aspects. I like the role play aspects. That's all a lot of fun, but it's just something about the time and the energy commitment I find myself struggling with a lot of the time, which most of that I think you can solve with a good group of folks.
Yeah, typically. That's really kind of the thing, though, is sitting down and playing tabletop face to face, especially. To say nothing about the more modern convenience of things like Roll20 and online type communities and things like that do it. Is trying to rearrange everybody's schedule to be able to make room for it
Oh
consistently.
yeah.
It's a little bit like trying to raid in WoW. You know, you'll find people whose schedules happen to line up exactly, but the moment anything changes, because life's not fraught with change, right?
Oh
Um,
yes.
Moment anything changes, like okay, well that kills the group then.
Yeah.
All right, we got
That's the
some.
thing. And it's also, I mean, having speaking as somebody who was in a very long running group to the tune of, oh God, it had to
Oops.
be almost half a decade.
Hang on, folks. I didn't want to quit that game. I'll wait for it to sync up
Uh-oh.
here, and then we'll start it up again.
Oh dear. But yeah, speaking as somebody who was in a very long running game, the biggest other thing you run into is personalities.
Oh yeah.
Personalities can clash in ways you couldn't have possibly expected. Some of those clashes, they, you know, take a while to sort,
Mm-hmm.
which is unfortunate. Like, you can have things going well for many, many years, even, and then something goes wrong. Something boils over, and it's a bummer.
Yeah, I think a lot of that one is just having authentic people to play with.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it's also why when starting up a group, it's important to ask questions, talk to one another.
All right. There we go. Now we got a fresh batch of spells. Everybody's all rested up. This should be slightly less sucky as we explore, looking around for a Dragonlance hanging out somewhere in this keep. Oh, here come some monsters.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
All right, let's, Janrin, I need you to do your thing and make everybody mad at you. Thank you. You've done your job. All right. Start with you.
This is yeah. So these has inbuilt view distance stuff, which should deal with some issues there.
All right, we got some helpless people. Down you go.
Oh, it's time for murdering.
That's the hope. Anybody I can take out of the fight.
Maybe the real people were the. No, I got nothing.
Nope, that's another one who's helpless. Whole person's working well so far. We're gonna try it again. 2 out of 3. It's not bad.
Indeed. Hey, it's better than nothing, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, since he can't actually get into the fight to hit things with a sword, we'll put the ranger back on longbow duty. And we're back down to missing people again. Wonderful. Throwing fistfuls of darts at these people, though. Yeah, we killed him. Nice.
I always thought the idea of throwing darts was kind of goofy. And it's a real thing that people did in warfare, but it's the only darts I've ever known are the ones you throw at a board in a bar.
Or the big old lawn darts. Those are kind
Well,
of
now
dangerous.
those are illegal. You can hurt somebody with those.
All right, let's go ahead and camp, save, not exit to DOS.
Yeah, don't do that again.
Whole person's working well. We're going to go ahead and memorize that again. Stinking Cloud is working out. We'll go with that. And, yeah, it's kind of a new moon there for the red mage in the middle. So no extra bonus spells. Taking that, folks.
Ooh.
Oh, more monsters.
Oh,
Couple of mages this time.
started the dang game instead of saving the dang mod list.
He's got people in his face, so out comes the sword and board. Not unequipping his chainmail +1, because that would be a bad idea. You know what? Yell at everybody.
You know, here I was about to be all like, wow, it's so amazing that there was a time when D&D was simple enough you could just simulate it in a game. And then I remember that's kind of the origin of Western RPGs entirely. And also modern D&D can be simulated with Baldur's Gate 3 mostly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this is not new information. This is kind of a like the whole basis of an entire genre of games. Never said I was clever, but uh, that's interesting, Rowan. Because in my head, I was just picturing them as something that you throw by hand. That makes a lot more sense that they're thrown with slings, darts.
Okay. This knight has one job to knock people down. And he's got
The
such a
question.
hard time actually hitting people with it.
Yeah, I was about to say, it doesn't seem like he's doing his job very well.
Alright, there we go. We'll have a mage fight over there. We'll see who will kill their target first. Chloe with her staff. Oh, he surrendered. That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Bummer. We're just gonna kill him anyways, huh?
Well, the one guy surrendered, so it automatically takes them out of the fight. I can't stop that at all.
Oh, I thought the mage had surrendered.
No. Okay. Save. Spot G. And I think we need to get the hell out of Dodge and try and find some place where we can rest. Really? That's where they got me the same time as before. I wonder if that is just a bad spot, like it's actually got a scripted event.
Oh dear. Yeah, Rowan, I remember hearing or reading that slings were a very effective and lethal weapon. Which you don't usually think about. I think we think of little pebbles and rocks and things like that.
Yep,
Slingshots, not I
that's
think
going to be a
in
reload.
oh yeah, ouch. Holy moly. Yeah, I think ancient Egypt. Maybe it was ancient Egypt slinging was a big thing. It's been a while since I've studying my Egyptology degree, but yeah, no, very effective. Which admittedly makes the whole David and Goliath thing a little less a little less fantastical. When it's like, yeah, it was a particularly big Gaul killed with what is the equivalent of a snub-nosed revolver, not not a literal giant with a slingshot.
Wow, really? You guys let me rest just long enough
To attack you.
to attack me.
At least you got the full party again.
Yeah, with most of them with one hit point.
Oh! I gotta ask, do you know the origin of the word hit point?
Why don't we share that one with the class? I'm honestly not sure, to be honest. So,
Well, the origin of a lot of tabletop gaming, I mean, especially wargaming, was actually war games played by various militaries in the interwar period. Uh, Obviously, the Naval War College in the U.S. and the Imperial Japanese did a lot of simulations that, if you read into any of that stuff, it gives some pretty interesting insights on how World War II ended up going. But a hit point originally, because the one of the first air quotes tabletop war games was these naval colleges trying to come up with rules for plotting out naval engagements. A hit point was how many hits a ship could survive from a 14-inch shell. It's a 12-inch or 14-inch shell, I don't remember. So, each ship would be assigned a certain number of hit points in the simulated war game that they'd play.
you can see where that led to
And
Battleship too.
yeah, and that phraseology has trickled down literally till these days. But hit points is originally how many 14-inch battleship shells you could survive, which I think is famously Brian David Gilbert, who said that means every creature on Earth has one hit point. Not me though. I'm different. I have two.
All right, we've recovered. We managed to not quite suck that one up. Although as much XP as we've pulled out of that place, I kinda... The guards attack. Oh boy. Got some giants in there.
Oh wow, those are giant. Oh my god.
Do they have any mages? Oh, those are ogres. Okay, it's not bad. Could be worse.
Yeah, I don't know, Rowan. I know when it came to naval college war games, it would simulate as many ships as possible, so I don't think it was specifically the Des Moines.
Well, the Des Moines is a heavy cruiser. Is actually built at the very end of World War II and had
Right.
8-inch guns. I think 14s. You're looking at most of the middle classes like Nevada, New York, Texas.
Would that be that's the standards, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the later model standards too, like the New Mexico, I think had 14s too.
We stuck with 14s for a while. We did. It's just baffling to think about what kind of a scale you're talking about there. You think about a 14-inch shell, I'd say that's about the size of your arm around. One of those. I mean, just the sheer amount of hurt that throws downrange, it always boggles my mind. Naval warfare is on a scale that the human brain just struggles to comprehend. Oh, a scale that my small, smooth human brain struggles to comprehend. That was a quick moving giant. Yeah, Roan, I think that's true. The first video game was people messing around with radar sets. I have a feeling that's something our other mutual friend would be able to speak about more. Were he not trapped in the wage cage?
It's alright, he's with us in spirit, yelling at people, getting them all pissed with him.
Yeah, that's about right. This is absolutely the sort of game I would have loaded off of a one of those DOS multiple game CDs my dad would bring home from trips abroad. I would have no idea how to play it, but stuff would be happening and I'd think I was doing well. I think Syndicate and oh gosh, not Wing Commander, Strike Commander, the modern air combat one. That's those are the ones I remember just kind of being about 7 years old and going, yeah, making the stuff move.
Yeah, that's basically how I fumbled my way through a lot of the gold box games early on.
Yep. It was I think
Oh, two-handed swords. There we go. Now for
the
the
one
real
pretty
question.
shut down.
Are any of them magical? No, not a damn thing's magical.
Womp.
But we're going to take all their armor, because we know the armor sells. Nope, don't want to go back and get it. We're going to go back to the outpost. Okay, go to the inn, got plenty of space. We'll explore the space. So much space for activities. That's going to live free in my head for a little while. Wounds and hold person. Take a nap. Save the game. And we're going to go to the training hall and see if we've earned up. We have. All right, now Chloe would not ever use Charm Person, so I am going to try and follow along with that particular outline of the character and not take Charm Person as the spell. Shield, though, right up her alley. Yeah, that's going in the book. All right. We need to rest for some more magic. Because we just learned new magic. Oh, and he's got 2 bonus spells at this point. That's going to be 3 fireballs today.
Oh boy.
Another hold person. Cure light wounds. Dispel magic. And prayer. Yep, do the thing.
Yeah, it's funny, Rowan. People think about I cast fireball as being like one of the stock phrases in D&D, but you don't get fireball for a while.
Nope, unless you're playing a full-fledged caster, generally not till about 5th level.
Yeah. It's one of those things where
Ooh.
it's very.
Oh, I gotta actually alt-tab here for a second because I did not close the Good Old Games browser right away, so it is literally blocking my other monitor.
Oh no.
Where I've got the the code words pulled up so I can actually answer the copy protection.
Ah, it's fun that they kept that in.
Yep. At least they give you the PDFs and manuals and everything else so that you can play it when you bought the game, because you do technically own, you own the game, so they have to give you all the crap that goes with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because it's third level magic, so minimum caster is going to be fifth level character
Yeah.
before anybody gets access to it. Chloe having fourth level spells are on a scroll, so she can scribe. Excuse me. Ooh, I'll take a drink here real
Oh,
quick.
you're excused.
Chloe has a scrolls with fourth level magic on it, so she'll be able to scribe it when she gets there. Anyway, board number 5 after spells, rulebook page 8. Page
Yeah.
8. There we go. Put that in that save game. And back on the road. Just kidding. I need to go to the armory first. Because I know
Oh, there's always something.
Well, in this case, right before I left the place, I know we picked up a bunch of two-handed swords and banded mail, and those things are heavy. Oh, they don't actually have any steel. Nope, it's like 5 steel pieces. It's not awful. Those aren't worth really picking up at all. But weight is important, which includes the weight of money, which is why I've been trying to dump a lot of this crap in the bank when we're sitting
Oh
here back in
boy.
town.
Well, that's a fun one. The weight of money being a thing. I know some people still play it like that. I've never been keen on fully simulating those aspects, but to each their own.
Mm-hmm.
Just feels like one of those things where you really want to talk about slowing down the pace of the game. They already foist enough math on you.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go back to Gargath and let's go hunt down this Dragonlance.
There's got to be a dang Dragonlance somewhere, I reckon. I mean, it's the name of the damn setting.
Technically speaking, evokers are a thing in 2nd edition as well.
No.
But they don't have the ability to exclude areas of effect. Like, that's not a power that they get for it. Usually it's the difficulty associated with the save increases by a number rather than being able to pick and choose who doesn't get cooked by a fireball.
Fun.
Okay. Let's close a little bit of distance. See what we can do about shutting down that prelate before he's a problem. Or curate, rather.
Curate, be late. Just don't be late.
No, some idiot with a robe who likes casting spells that I don't approve of. I didn't sign his waiver.
Idiots with robes seem to cause many problems in this sort of a setting. Ain't it funny how that works?
Turn undead didn't work. Slate rolled too low.
Beans.
Uh-oh, Mr. Curate there stepped out away from the cloud. I didn't tell him he could do that. Have magic missile. Let's take it out of petty cash. All right, there was a zombie there. Oops.
See, Mr. Percival has some stuff to say, huh?
Yeah, he's getting played with right now.
Oh, good. We love Mr. Percival.
Gets to have some quality time. I don't think I need to cast any spells. I really just need to knock them down and hit. I like that. More of that.
Hey.
Better. Oh, right. He doesn't have a melee weapon in his hand. Oh, you're helpless. Hold that.
Me every day of my life.
You got darts, man. Just out of range? Oh, no, I'm next to somebody who's hostile. I can't use that if I'm in melee. There we go. My knight did in fact miss a rat with an AC 7 3 times.
Incredible.
He's got an 18 double-aught strength. He's got a Thaco. What is it? In fact, what is your Thaco there, Stoldrin? What is your Thaco? 15. 15.
Good lord. Good lord.
Is that just a cursed sword? Is that what that is? I'll try having the other one equipped. We'll see if that makes it any better for him.
Gonna guess not.
It probably won't, but it'll make me feel better.
Well, that's what's important.
Or I have tried something and we'll see if it works. Okay. More monsters. Oops. Didn't want you to get that close. I wanted to look and see if there was any mages in the group. There are not. That is much better. Alright. We've got to do it at least once. Now, the thing about Fireball in Gold Box games is that it will affect all spaces except for the 3 spaces in the corner on the screen. So I can't quite, because I keep stumbling into them. Like here's dead center. So this won't hit the bottom left 3 corners, the one in the very far corner just under that wall, the wall itself, and the space next to the wall, or the opposite corner next to this other post. Now kind of this little spot, this little spot, this little spot, and this little spot. All of the other spaces should be hit with the fireball. So in theory, all of these guys should be in blast range. Boys are almost at a point where you make me want to fireball you again. So I'm going to. Okay, let's see. Go one up. That puts our knight, missable as he is, in a spot where he won't get hurt. They all saved. Oh, hey, Nixon.
What?
All
I
right.
know that guy.
I think I met him once or twice before. You get magic missiled. And then hit with a mace. Alright, Roald. We're going to save fireball number 3 and use magic missile. People can't hit anything to save their lives. Jan will kill the helpless one.
Oh. I love it when somebody goes through and just reblogs something like 15 times.
And those two surrendered.
It's nice that they can have some sense.
Yeah, I just wish I had it sooner.
Well, sometimes you just get dead about it.
Back inside the old wooden palisade. Chloe, a couple more stinking clouds and a magic missile or 2. Sounds good to me. Do the thing. And Roald, fireball, fireball, and more fireball.
Maybe a fireball in there?
Maybe. I'm thinking fireball and a magic missile.
Mix it up a bit.
A little bit. I can also, because I don't have, first level spell slots, I can convert into more fireballs. Oh, good. We actually had the full chance to rest. All right. Dragonlance, searching for it. I want to say there was a secret door in that wall there. All right. Open it up with the hold person. Target the mage. Target the other mage. And this guy. Geek the caster. Stop caster from making spells happen.
Typically a good idea.
There we go. Is much better off. Now we have the missathon. Alright, Jan, yell at everybody. Got a couple of them. It makes our armor class much worse against everybody else. Because they're hyper fixated on, I've got to kill the Kender. It is the Monty Python equivalent of, maybe if we yell at it and make it so cross it'll make a mistake. Let's keep the mages guarding themselves with their staves. They don't need to get into this fight.
They don't need to, and yet.
Oh no, I'm keeping them out of harm's way from the spider. That's not something I want them getting involved in.
Probably a good idea.
And he surrendered. Got some more darts. I like darts. A little less explosive than the darts I usually use, but, beggars can't be choosers.
Sure can't.
Slave found a secret door to the east. Gonna go ahead and save. Memorize some spells. Because, second edition, so the moment we cast magic, we immediately forget how that works. And take a nap. And we're interrupted. Which is not surprising because, in their keep, but... Do not like you, ghouls. Not at all.
I have a feeling ghouls don't like them.
Well, the worst part about them is that in second edition, their touch causes paralysis.
Oh, that's
And since paralysis
horrible.
is usually followed up with, dead.
Yeah,
That's
that's real bad.
Yep. All right, so using our logic here about where this fireball is supposed to go, if I go up one tick, that's going to put Stolgrin and Slate in the safe zone. And it should allow me to blast most of the others except for this guy here on the bottom.
Enough.
I'm okay with that. Turn undead. Nothing happens. Fantastic. He just unconscious? Yeah, he got knocked to exactly 0 hit points. He's just taking a nap.
The wonders never cease.
I'm a little more surprised that Stolgrin managed to hit something. Okay, view items. Trade the potion to Slate. If I'm going to have any kind of a chance of this at all, I need him to be upright because as the cleric, he's the only one who can actually fix anything. Alright. Save. G. Nope. Did want to change his icon a little bit because that shield is not very visible. Keep that part black. That's fine. Oh, he's got the green shield thing. Yeah, that's right. We'll let him have that. Okay, that icon is fine. Ready. Actually gonna have to rest long enough that he wakes up all on his own. Oh, really? Y'all let me just okay. I'm not gonna argue with you.
Gotta love when it lets you get away with it.
And then they attack. Oh,
And then they attack.
we see your cleric's awake. No, please. Please, I just woke up. I was having a nap. I might need to change his hair color there too. It's just blending into the dark gray background of the battle map. Alright, it's fireball time.
Fireball time is really just about all the time.
Well, I'm trying to protect the damn cleric.
I find that fireballs, they kind of fill a similar niche to throw a bunch of fucking grenades at it
Mm-hmm.
in Arma,
That
which
is
is
not wrong. It's 100% accurate.
there's a thing over there, and I don't want to deal with this thing in a way where, you know, I don't know that I have the nuance to deal with this thing in this particular situation, but I do have this thing that solves the problem of, approaching this with nuance. In a way that's just downright delightful.
Alright, Roald, the sort of not barred fireball again. You know what to do.
Tell you, it always throws me that the reason Minsk is good old Minsk is a ranger is because barbarians did not exist when the first Baldur's Gate came out.
Accurate. Now see, this is good fireball placement. Because it's going to hit everywhere but these 3 squares.
Oh, you do love this.
Are you helpless?
Yeah,
Oh, you
you're
are.
right, Nick. It's like Whopper time. It's always Whopper time.
Whopper Jr.
Shit, you know what I realized? Something I need to give us in notes because it's very reasonable to assume we have them. Molotovs.
Yeah,
We have
yeah.
gasoline. We have bottles.
We can make this reality happen.
Right?
Take those darts. Still treasure. You want to go get it? Not particularly. I'd really like just to, get through my damn nap. Because I forgot how to magic again.
Yeah, it's D&D.
Fireball. Cure light ×2. Alright, please. Please let me get through the nap. Let me get through the nap. Oh, thank God. Don't roll on the bad table. Don't roll on the bad table.
They decided to give you,
Gave me a solid.
well, the tiniest, smallest, ittiest, bittiest bit of a break.
Okay, so we're going to go with this color for Slate's hair. Previous one. No, it's going to look washed out here, but it won't on the battle map, and that's what's important.
Amazing. It's amazing that you can just change people's looks.
Yeah, it's very progressive.
Yeah, you love to see it.
Alright, so it's first color body. Bring a suit of armor, so we'll give him the same sort of bright gray. Which again is going to look all washed out, but
Oh, you're going to want to vary those grays a little bit, man. Come on, the artist in me is choking here.
I don't have a whole lot of options to work with is the problem.
Hurting me.
Alright, we'll leave the legs that dark gray with the blue stripe, because the blue is going to be the secondary color anyway, so.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Not, it could be better, I know, but I gotta work with what I got, which is not much in 8-bit land.
Yeah, no.
Cleric orders zombies and snakes to attack. Oh, right. Right, this was the fight where the dwarf got poisoned and died.
Wow, man, you should have seeked roots now.
Alright, so what we're going to do here is just solve a whole lot of problems. Step up to the plate, and it's going to be Pepsi Challenge time.
Oh, baby.
Okay, so if I go here... Nope. Go up one. The snake is still in it because the snake is a large creature, so everybody gets in here. Hold that.
Like it's just, and snake is a large creature. Yeah, okay.
Well, they are giant snakes,
Okay,
as
so they are.
advertised.
So it is calling them giant snakes. It's not just saying all snakes are large creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Because let me tell you, I've seen some boys. I've seen some itty bitty little guys. I've seen some small ass fellas in my time. And they're delightful.
Alright, we've gotten rid of all of the undead. That's a plus.
You got rid of them. Now it's time to replenish them. Except with, the dead.
Hey, this works out a whole lot better when I got an extra level's worth of experience under my belt.
Wow!
Of course, the knight still can't hit shit, but,
That just seems to be the way of it.
keep swinging there, Stalgren. Maybe you'll give him a cold. Okay, let's share the money. Ace and banded mail. This guy was not really a big named cleric, but maybe big enough, so we'll take those with us in case they're magical. I do want to get him a two-handed sword because that's actually what the kid's using, but gotta work with what I got.
No. Dang. Dragons. So these dragon folk are different, I assume, from Dragonborn.
Yes, yeah. The so in the Dragonlance campaign setting in Krynn, there are a monster group known as Draconians. They come in 5 different flavors. We've got 2 here. We have Kapek and we have Baz. Now, what they are made of is the corrupted, hatched young of good dragon eggs.
Wow. That's a bummer.
So the Baz were brass dragons and are the weakest and smallest of the draconian types. They're also the most plentiful. So they tend to be like the common foot soldiers. The Bozak are from bronze dragons. They tend to be spellcasters. Still somewhat flimsy, but they're the next ones up. And we got our boys here, the K-Pack, which are the copper dragons. And then up from them are the Sylvax, the silver dragons, and the Aurochs, the gold ones. When they die, when any one of these draconian types die, they have some effect that tends to happen to them. The Baz turn to stone, for example. And when they turn to stone, there's a chance that your weapon will become lodged in them, and they stay that way for about a minute. So it's not something you're ever going to see resolve in the fight. So you have a chance in this game to lose your weapon in the midst of a fight, and then have to either switch to a different weapon of some sort, or just fight ham-fisted until such time that the fight's over, and then you can re-equip your gear again.
Oh God.
The K-Pack turned into a pool of acid from where they were at. So standing in it will cause damage. The Bozak explode in a small radius around them. Oh, it's not even the worst ones. The Sylvax cause
I find
fear.
That hard to believe. Oh yeah, okay, that's worse.
In a radius around them, and the Aurochs explode in a small chain lightning effect when they go up.
Oh. Well, I gotta say, that just sounds awful.
Sure does.
Good golly. I mean, that just sounds like a bad existence, like, for them, too.
Well, in 5th edition, they did make some changes there for them. And yeah, it is awful existence for them as well, because it doesn't care. It's whoever is... Shut up. Shut up with that spell. I'll tell that story here in a minute. It really doesn't care who is nearby. It will affect friend or foe. But yeah,
reaction.
It can. And in 5th edition, the Baz, when they go up, they don't just turn to stone, they cause a paralyzation effect around them. Thank God they don't do it here, because that would just make things even more awful.
Oh, that would be the worst.
So what they ended up doing was they had a tiny, like DC 12 or so save to the paralyzation effect. And the red dragon that was adjacent to 1 rolled a 1.
Oh.
And was then turned to stone for a minute.
Oh.
The cleric, Slate, played by Mander, then hefted said object, as it is now an object, up into the air through the animate object spell.
Oh my God.
Brought it up to terminal velocity and dropped it.
Oh my God.
And it shattered when it hit the stonework on the floor.
Ah, so that's how that dragon got dealt with.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I hear the sound of a defeated DM. I know that sound. That is head in hands. I gotta leave it where it lies.
I can't take the mulligan on it, but damn, I wish the players weren't all that clever sometimes. No, this is what I love about D&D, and I'm not the DM who will sit there and actively go out of my way to fuck the players on this just for the sake of doing so. That's not good. That's not good pool. That's not good practice. It's not even good etiquette if you want people to sit around and play in your games.
Yeah.
So, my general rule is if the players are doing something clever, then it can succeed. And if they do something bold, brazen, and crazy, it has a chance of succeeding too. That's the way the dice roll. Take a chance, roll the dice.
Yep.
To quote, some far more famous playthrough of things like that. Yeah, they are resistant to magic, aren't they?
It's like never punish players for being clever, but
Right.
punish them if it doesn't work out.
Yeah, exactly. If the player characters make a bad decision, then there stands a chance that their bad decision will come back to bite them in the ass. It's just the way that works out.
Yeah.
However, if they do something clever like, oh, technically it's an object now, right? Yeah. I cast animate object on it. Please don't.
uh,
Alright, that one dissolved into acid. Move our knight up so, when that cloud fades, the Baz Draconian, assuming it survives, can be swung at. He can fan the gas away a little quicker. Oh, alright, cool. He tried to run. Yeah, she spent the entire combat earthbound because she failed her save against a second level spell. That dragon was not having a good day. Alright, let's, we used a lot of magic on that one. We're going to go ahead and rest. Which is also kind of a hallmark there of second edition, is you can really only adventure so far before it's time to take a nap. Okay, word number 1 after the heading Magic, rulebook page 7 is boop. Oh, don't quit the DOS. Excellent. Got all of our spells back. How are we looking for time? Oh, we got about 45 minutes left. Let's see what we can do to try and find this damn Dragonlance. I forget where exactly in this compound it's supposed to be, because it's been a minute since I played this game. It was one of the things that I was actually trying to do before the stream.
wild.
Which is, forget about some of these things. Yeah, she was stuck in burning overgrowth too. The burning part didn't worry the dragon so much, but the Draconians don't have dragon immunities.
Oh dear. Yeah, I've been in a few. I never as the DM, but I've been in a few. The DM has to just leave it lie moments, and it's this interesting combination of pride and oh, dude, I am so sorry. We just absolutely ruined your day.
See, and that doesn't really ruin my day, but it is one moment where I'm just like, I planned this whole damn thing out to be like this big encounter and really kind of dial the intensity up and kind of get everybody kind of blood pumping and everything. Like, yeah, we're fighting a big fight, and then this happens.
I feel like I had that happen in a Monster of the Week game I was running, but I don't remember the circumstances. I think the trauma response might have eaten that one. Which is annoying.
Who wants magic? You want magic missile? Hold that. Oops. That was not what I wanted to do.
Whoopsies. I always like D&D dragons. Dragons were kind of, I like when they're not just animals, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mr. K-Pac's got to go down. There we go.
Says he the bright green. That is 100% a that's your classic 8-bit acid effect right there.
Mm-hmm. Have a good night there, Rowan. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, good playing with you earlier too.
As it drains away. Who wants to get beamed in the head with a rock? You do. Oh, right. He lost his weapon. Time to equip the broadsword I had as a backup.
Hey.
And Slate lost his weapon.
Still thinking about nearly getting winged by ZU-23 today. For those who don't watch Arma streams, Arma is a game with a physics engine I would describe as malicious. Not even maliciously combined, just malicious. And today was it's a bummer you did, man, but we'll be playing a lot more. Now we got Ace in the mix, it's been great. But oh boy. I placed a anti-aircraft gun. It decided to dance into the ground a bit, and then it went shooting off into the air. Chief starts yelling, and then a half second later, the gun lands right next to Trigger. Nearly squashed him flat.
There was a moment of British panic out of him.
It was incredible. And I think incredible's the only word I can use.
Hmm.
We had some moments.
Sounded like Nixon had a pretty busy workday.
Yeah, oh boy. That's no fun.
All right. Well, let's see. I think I'm going to end this one just a little bit early, which is good. It's fine. Everything's good. Mostly because it's kind of a little bit slug country right now where we're at. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out where exactly I need to be working towards so we can catch up with that on the next stream.
Hell yeah.
But what this does allow me to do is go ahead and pretend like I know what I'm doing. Finger guns on that one, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about closing out here and do a little bit of self-advertising there. If you feel the compulsory need to buy me a coffee, I will spend the money on coffee. You can donate to me from coffee with Pilum J. Romar. You can catch all of the VODs and things. I'm starting to upload those to YouTube on a regular basis at Pilum Romar. You can catch some of our Wolfpack streams there, some of the old Arma streams through there, some of the old DCS streams through there, and if you dig back far enough, you can even catch me and iHort playing Mech Warrior Online. Those things are in there too. We are doing some additional streams coming up. Kind of waiting on this ad break here to close out in the next 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Another 5 or so seconds here as people come strolling back. So we're looking at actually putting a schedule together where I'm going to be doing things pretty much on a more regular and consistent basis. Tonight, much like other nights that are not listed on this upcoming events calendar thing here, is a fluke, and that's okay, because occasionally I do like to kind of do things just beating to my own drum if I've got the energy for it. But we're going to look to do Monday night classic game stream starting about 9 p.m. Pacific. Probably going on until 11:30 or midnight or so. Really just kind of depends on where the motor's humming at that point. Fridays, I'm looking to do Arma 3 Anastasia with Faye and the Hunt.
Aye.
And make that kind of a regular sort of deal with whomstever we manage to actually get on that point.
Hell yeah.
Might get interrupted from time to time and might end up being a DCS stream or something else instead. Really just kind of depends on where everybody else is feeling too. But the plan, at least loosely, is Arma 3 Anastasia.
Indeed.
And then
so many more moving parts.
Oh yeah, it should be a lot of fun, especially with Ace working out the way it does. And
Indeed.
Saturday morning about 9 a.m., we're going to be doing DCS Saturday mornings. I run some missions there from time to time. Sometimes I do a little bit of tutorial teaching, deep diving into stuff. Sometimes it's just general flying. Sometimes it's just me refining some manner of attack or some kind of thing with the aircraft. So a lot of fun there. Those tend to run at least a few hours, usually 3 or 4. Again, really kind of depends on how I'm feeling. The other thing that I need to plug in there too is digital artists. Faye being one of them, Gleam being another.
Aye.
I definitely want to put those forward. The artwork that you see there for Pilum's cohort was commissioned from Faye. That's good quality work there. The nose art that you've seen on my aircraft from time to time. The nose art you've seen from time to time on my aircraft was made by Gleam. Same with the roundels that we have for the aircraft flying in Pantheon Initiative colors.
Yeah,
work
she did.
She did. Don't leave your artist out in the cold. Don't pay them in exposure. That's terrible. Pay them with money. Money is what they deserve. Money is what their skill set is earning them. Pay them with money. Pay them with money, or the bad karma fairy will come down and smite you. Do not pay them in exposure. Those are bad words.
We got a saying: exposure kills you.
Sure does. All right, folks.
That's about all it does.
We're going to go ahead and wrap that one up then, and we're going to close out the way I usually do. Always ask for consent, communicate with your partners as best you can, and try genuinely to be decent people, and we will catch you again here very soon with some of these upcoming events here, and I hope to see you there. Pilum out.